TOJI is an acronym that stands for the Texas Opportunity and Justice Incubator. The idea of the program is to provide opportunity for recently licensed attorneys and justice for the citizens of Texas.
I wanted to become an attorney because this is really cliche, but I wanted to help people.
I like solving problems and I like helping people. And law is one of the unique professions out there that gives me an opportunity to do both.
I've been serving my community since I was in high school as a teenager, and I think what I wanted to do in my professional career was continue to help others, and that's the reason I became a lawyer.
The thing about TOJI that excites me the most is that I've met some remarkable other attorneys in my cohort. I've been really pleasantly surprised at the people who are participating through this with me.
And also the group of people behind us, meeting people who are excited to help us get off the ground. So I'm out here on my own, but I'm not really, because there's a group of people behind me. And that's just great.
We're really being set up for success here. And then it's also really cool sharing an office with people who have a bunch of different practice areas. So for example, I had an immigration law question for one of my cases, and I was able to call up one of the other attorneys and be like, what is this? Help. And so it's just really cool to have that many resources, people around that you can bounce ideas off of and support.
We are working in a very non-traditional space. We're based out of a WeWork, and being that my client population skews a little bit older, I wasn't really sure how that would all fly. But it turns out, by virtue of being in a very startup-rich kind of environment, I've been able to make some very interesting connections with people outside of the legal world and establish some great potential referral sources.
There's never going to be a better chance or an easier start or a stronger start to opening my own firm than there would be with the TOJI program. I would have not only financial resources behind me, but also mentors and the state bar and tons of educational resources. And I jumped on it.
The reason I chose an incubator was very simply because they work. All across this country, and even in foreign countries, incubators are equipping lawyers to close the justice gap and to also provide for their families. It is a proven model, and it works.
We refer to the justice gap as the space between where an individual or a family will qualify for free legal aid through nonprofit organizations, and the place where an individual or a family can afford market rates. The average hourly rate in Austin is $300 an hour for attorneys. And as you can imagine, the space between qualifying for free legal services and really being able to afford that market rate is very significant. That middle, sometimes also called the unmet middle, is the justice gap.
The justice gap is very simply the tragic truth that in our nation right now, a large number of Americans go without their legal needs, oftentimes their most profound legal needs, ever being met.
We have 100 hours of pro bono work that we do as part of our participation in the program. And I'm going to be working with veterans through the Austin Bar Association's Veterans Legal Clinic. And I've already been to one, and it was a really interesting experience. And I'm also going to be working with Disability Rights Texas, doing some special education work to help them serve some of the clients that they normally have to turn away due to lack of funding.
We have an exceptional group of TOJI participants right now, and I'm very confident that those lawyers are going to make a difference and be very, very successful. But ultimately, the goal of TOJI is to inspire and to guide the formation of legal incubators all across our state. And by doing so, we will fundamentally change the landscape in Texas regarding legal services to the underserved.